watching CYPRUSNEWSREPORT.com's The Week with the major headlines for October 19th to 26, 2014. I'm Sarah Fennick. This week's report starts with political news. Italy has strongly protested through diplomatic channels against Turkey's threat to send a drilling platform into the sea near Italian energy giant Eni's gas borehole in Block 9 of Cyprus's exclusive economic zone. The dispute flared up 2 weeks ago when Ankara announced it would send a drilling platform into a gas field that is already being exploited by Eni Kogas under contract with the Republic of Cyprus. Since then, the reunification talks were suspended and Turkey sent 3 Navy corvettes into close proximity to the borehole. In related news, President Nikos Anastasiadis visited Milan for a conference and had meetings with world leaders about the most recent tensions caused by Turkey, which has occupied Cyprus since 1974. Following the incident with Eni, Turkish Cypriot leader Derviş Eroglu refused to back down from his position that the Turkish Cypriots and Turkey have rights to natural gas reserves around the island. It's a position that is partly held by the president, who has repeated many times that the island's natural wealth belongs to all Cypriots, including the Turkish Cypriots. However, the Turkish Cypriots can only truly benefit from the development of the natural gas industry if there is a reunification deal between the Greek and Turkish Cypriots. And due to Turkey's aggression, the president has suspended talks with Mr. Eroglu. The Republic of Cyprus has the legal right to make deals for offshore gas and oil exploration and exploitation because it is the country's internationally recognized government. It has made agreements on hydrocarbon cooperation with Greece, Israel and Egypt. All of these countries have signed the UN laws of the Sea Treaty that has not been signed by Turkey. Ironically, Turkey wanted to take a seat on the UN Security Council despite the fact that it is in breach of innumerable UN resolutions over its occupation of Cyprus and has not signed the law of the Sea Treaty. Even if the conflict between Turkey and Cyprus were to be settled overnight by some miracle, the island could not make a bilateral maritime border deal at this point because Turkey does not recognize the legal framework put in place by the UN. The end result is that Turkey and the Turkish Cypriot political leadership are trying to take by force what they should be negotiating on the basis of international law. Paphos Mayor Savas Vergas has been arrested on allegations he was involved in sending threats to witnesses in the land corruption trial against Theodoros Arisodimou, the owner of Aristo Developers. Mr. Vergas told the media he had nothing to say. The mayor spent the night in jail and appeared in court on Thursday, October 16th. The arrest was made after the mayor's phone records were investigated by police. Theodoros Arisodimou is on trial for allegedly submitting misleading official documents on 177 plots of land in Skali, Paphos. The Cyprus Energy Regulatory Authority, or CERA, has released a study for electricity market reform on the island, aiming to introduce new supplies and reduce prices for consumers. Households and businesses here pay the highest electricity prices in the EU and are forced to pay them due to the Electricity Authority of Cyprus monopoly. According to Eurostat, when expressed in purchasing power standards, PPS, an artificial common currency that eliminates general price level differences between countries, the lowest household electricity prices were found in Finland and Luxembourg, and the highest in Cyprus and Germany. The difference between Cyprus and Germany is that Germany is a fully liberalized electricity market with choices according to consumers' budgets, along with much higher average salaries and more comprehensive social support for vulnerable consumers. According to CERA's roadmap, there are 2 main choices for the electricity market restructuring. Both are based on existing EU systems. They are called bilateral markets and pooling markets. The most common model is the bilateral market, in which market participants have the most freedom to operate and are monitored by the Transmission System Operator, or TSO. This is more appropriate for large markets with many suppliers, according to the study. A pooling market coordinates all the market participants, which sell their supply to a centralized coordinator called the market operator at an established price. This is the system that has been proposed as the best way forward for Cyprus. CERA has already told the EAC to unbundle its operation into 4 separate entities in preparation for privatization, producer, supplier, transmission and distributor, with each unit having separate accounts for the purposes of service invoicing. In the meantime, the study says that consumers have to be protected from the EAC's monopolistic practices. That's all she wrote for this week. Visit our website daily for breaking news and great blogs from Cyprus and the region. Cyprus News Report can be found on Facebook, Twitter and LinkedIn, and our membership page has full details about joining our news and blogging community. Thanks for watching The Week from CYPRUSNEWSREPORT.COM.